Can you trust me on tier list? I have no idea. This is my first one. Hey everyone, it's DKGM, and I thought this would be a fun little video to do. I've been looking at a lot of tier lists for all different kinds of competitors recently, and I thought it'd be a fun idea to make my own. I know it looked kind of strange, but this is just my opinion, of course. I wouldn't say I'm not scared to do this because I'm not a top player, so it's not like anyone could say anything really, because what are they supposed to say? Because why would you trust me in the first place? I don't know. I just thought I'd make this tier list just to share my opinion and know my standpoint. And this is why it's going on DKGM minus, because why would this go on the main channel? I don't know. I guess I'll go from bottom to top because it's usually how it goes. I have it listed from top 5, top 10, 20, 40, 60, and then everything else. Basically, just any other character that isn't in top 60. As you can see, it's pretty predictable on who it is. So I don't think I really need to go into Little Mac, Ganondorf. Any of these characters, really, you know they're bad, slow, can't really do anything. Obviously, like, they can all kill. They all have good kill potential, but they have bad matchups too, because Little Mac's hard to recover. They're Incineroar, DDD, and Ganondorf are heavies. Kirby and Jigglypuff are way too light. You know, it's just that's a big issue. Top 60, Lucario. I'm gonna be honest. When I'm making these tier lists, I don't really have explanations. I'm just kind of like, that's just how I feel about it. Because like with Lucario, Pit, Me Gunner, and probably K-Rool too. He is a little high, but for these characters, their hitboxes are pretty weird and can't really do that well. Next 5 characters: Corrin, Dr. Mario, Bayonetta, Plant, and Bowser Jr. They're good, but it's hard to kill with them. Piranha Plant is probably the easiest to kill. He does have good smash attack. Batui is pretty good for edge guarding, but they don't really have the correct things to use. Ridley, Donkey Kong, and Byleth, they're heavies. Byleth is a heavy, in my opinion. They have huge kill potential, but they have the same problem as Incineroar, DDD, and Ganondorf, where they just are way too slow and way too heavy to really do the good things they need to do. Like, they're kind of bad at recovering. Ridley's fine. Byleth, with her sort of thing where she can hook off the wall, and you know what I mean. That helps, but I just think all her down moves with like down air, down smash, down beat, I mean, they're just way too laggy and punishable. Simon, he is just bad at recovering. He's good at killing. He's got obviously good range, obviously, but you can really find out his weakness points very, very easily. Me Sword Fighter, I don't think he's the best. You see me Brawler, I'll explain him in a second. Me Sword Fighter, he has some weird custom moves. I really wouldn't. I'm not gonna say what I think the best combo is because I can't really remember most of them off my head. But he's alright. You know, he's just like your average bottom tier character. I think Villager and Isabelle are as good as each other. A lot of people say Villager's like a tier above Isabelle. I don't really know why. They're semi-clones, so yeah, and I know other semi-clones are way different from each other, like Mario and Dr. Mario, but that's kind of obvious. But Villager and Isabelle really just have the same thing. It's just their special moves that are different for the most part, and it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Mewtwo, really, it's just his tail that hinders him, and he's just really light. Ice Climbers, I feel like in a year, they're going to be top 40, maybe even top 20. People are going to find out how to desync easier, and it's just going to be terrible, honestly, but for now, it's still pretty hard, and people have only really been doing it in training mode, and there's not a really big reputation of Ice Climbers aside from Big D, so there's not a whole lot there. Zelda, you know, she's just bad in every game. This game, I'd say this is the best Zelda so far, but it still doesn't help her from how bad she is. She does have good kill potential. Her projectiles are good, but I don't know, still isn't very good to me. Of course, this is just kind of how I just threw it all together. I didn't like take hours and hours to like decide and stuff. I just kind of thought, whatever. Mii Brawler is the best Mii in my opinion. He has good kill power, like a lot of characters I've been saying, but his recovery is actually really good, and he does have some really good sauce that you wouldn't expect from other characters, like one of his up P's where it's more vertical than horizontal. That can be a very good kill power. We'll move on to top 40 next. Toon Link, I think, is the worst Link. That shouldn't come as a surprise. That's how he is for a lot of tier lists. The main thing is that he's light, and his moves are much different compared to Young Link and Adult Link, considering how they changed his forward smash. His Nair isn't very good. I do think remote bombs are better than the standard bombs that Young Link and Toon Link use, but you know, that's just how I think of it. Samus and Robin, they're basically as good as each other. Samus, she does have a lot of projectiles that you can use to spam, I'll just say spam a lot with, but she just doesn't really have a lot going for her, but it still is fine. She's just average, really. This tier is just average characters. Robin is kind of in the same boat with her projectiles and how she can play, but she is kind of heavy in some ways, and she's slow, so it's easy to punish. Hero, you know the Hero drama about how he's going to get banned at the beginning when he was released, how everyone was thinking he's like up here, but that's just not true. Honestly, Hero, he's easily punishable. Hocus Pocus doesn't show up that often. I think it's like a 5% chance in command selection, and even then, you might get something bad like you'll slow down or turn mini. Turning big from Hocus Pocus is like a 1% chance of happening in total, so I mean, Ryu, Ken is way better than Ryu, in my opinion. Maybe not a whole tier, but Ken and Terry are way better than Ryu. But Ryu does have better things, he does have better things than Terry, in Ken, but I'll talk a little bit about Ken later, but I still do think Ryu's good, just nowhere near as good as Ken, considering most Ryu players like Riddles and Locust, they just moved on when Ultimate came out to Ken, and then to Terry, or they stuck with Ken. Sheik definitely has potential, with Void playing her, and not giving up. I'm kind of still surprised that he hasn't switched to a better character, but obviously the meme, she can't kill, she can't do a lot of damage most of the time, but I still think Sheik has potential. She will be good eventually, but for now, people just think she's bad. Ike, when Leo played Ike at the beginning of the game, he was considered like the best sword fighter in the game. You know, that's alright, but now, since there's no real Ike player, he's kind of fallen down a lot, but he still has good power. He's like one of the few heavies that are actually good in this game, so he can still do stuff, just without representation, basically. Ness and Lucas are as good as each other. Again, like how I think a lot of semi-clones are as good as each other, like how I said with Villager and Isabelle. There aren't any more examples after Ness and Lucas, but I mean, PK Fire on Ness is a multi-hit, PK Fire on Lucas is one hit, PK Freeze is better for Lucas, but PK Flash is worse for Ness. I mean, if one character has a bad thing, then the exact same move is better on the other character. Up air is better for Ness, but up smash is better for Lucas, you know? It's just how it works. Basically, that's what I think. Banjo and Falco, Banjo's alright. He's just your average character. He really did have the potential to be a very good character when Tweak was using him, but he stopped using him for Wario. Basically, yeah, that's basically what he's doing now. So I mean, he's just alright, basically. Falco, he is definitely the worst of the species. I don't think that should go without saying. He is just very weird, since he has the highest jump of any character. It makes him weird to actually get to opponents, because he'll be going so high up that other characters won't even be able to catch him, which is good, but then again, he's kind of slow at the same time. Meta Knight, obviously Leo played this character too. Obviously before Joker came out, he also played with like Marth and Lucina. But even now, no one's really playing Meta Knight anymore. he's just a good character with really good recovery. Killing isn't really his best thing, but he still has good sauce. Luigi, we know the 0 to death. Elegant is very good with Luigi, but he's just not that good. I think his slippery attributes kind of hinder him. Like, if he had the same sort of speed and style as Mario, he'd definitely be right next to Mario, I think, but that's just how Luigi is as a character in general, so I mean, it's whatever. Rosalina, DeBuzz, you know, he's still playing her, more so Olimar, but still Rosalina. Luma definitely isn't as busted as in Smash 4, which is a good thing because Rosalina was full. She was a mess. But in this game, she's been way toned down, but now she's just a good character. Nothing too good, but basically Smash 4, but with less knockback, I think. Wii Fit Trainer, a lot of people don't believe in Wii Fit Trainer. I personally do. Deep breathing is total BS, honestly. You can kill super early with it, and like I just said, super good kill power, but her recovery is not bad either. She can stall in the air for a really long time. Deep breathing does slow down your vertical speed going down when you're actually in the breathing, but using up B with deep breathing isn't as good as without it, so she does have good weaknesses, but also good, I said that wrong. She has good strengths, but also good weaknesses. I wouldn't say good weaknesses, but they kind of help her in the way to where she's not super good. Captain Falcon, the only real notable Falcon player is Fatality, and that's just, obviously Fatality is going to play Falcon in every game. He's just alright. I really don't think Falcon is super good, but he is fast, he does have good kill power, so I mean, he feels like he has to be good. When he isn't really most times, but he's like the definition of a mid-tier. Bowser, if you don't count Charizard, Bowser's the best heavy in the game. For some reason, he's super fast, and he has probably the best kill power in the game, I think, probably right behind Ganondorf and Byleth. But we do have Leon playing Bowser. He is very good with Bowser and how he plays. With Diddy Kong, I really think with Zero playing in the online tournaments and playing with other top players in his videos, he's been showing, I don't think he's intending to show how good Diddy Kong is, but he's making me think Diddy Kong is way better than how much other people think. Pichu and Marth, these were considered very good characters at the beginning of the game, until we found out that Marth isn't very good with his tipper, and Lucina just completely demolishes him in like every way. So Marth is definitely getting hit very hard, because if you don't hit with tipper, you're not killing ever. Same goes with Pichu. At the beginning, you kill super good, but now it's just kind of weak. Top 20. This is probably the most controversial tier, I'd say, in my opinion. There are a lot of strange characters that are up top, and a lot of more notable characters who are down lower. So we'll start off with Young Link, Yoshi, and Link. Young Link is, when I was putting Young Link in, I thought he was somewhere between Link and Toon Link, and I think this is a pretty good place. Usually, people put Young Link and Link like right next to each other, but it's just the border of Yoshi. I hate Yoshi, to be honest. I think that goes, a lot of people hate Yoshi, but you can't deny the fact that he is good. His egg shield, so we can't get shield poke, that really helps him. Up B is actually very good now since it bounces. And obviously egg roll is bad, but you don't really need egg roll because you have a lot of other good options. With Link, he's better than Toon Link and Young Link because he has good kill power. His F tilt is very good, and then when you're at 0 and you shoot F smash, you get the little beam. You know, that's just how it is in every Zelda game. But that can help at the beginning of the game a little bit. And he also has good stalling tools. Remote bombs are very good for like edge guarding, and it helps him a lot compared to standard bombs because they may just not do anything. Ken and Terry, super good. Terry's better than Ken. Oh no. Terry's better than Ken. Ken is better than Ryu in my opinion because of Ken's multi-hit moves with Shoryuken and Tatsumaki, or however you pronounce that, whatever, it's Japanese. The multi-hitting is better than single hits in my opinion, because we have characters like Link who has up B on the ground and Wario down smash, which they're very punishable, but with Ken he has multi-hits, so even if you try to punish it, it wouldn't really work that well. I only think Terry's better because he has 4 moves that everyone else doesn't have. He has Buster Roll, Power Geyser, Spot Dodge Attack, and Crack Shoot, which is backward special, to give him a lot more variety of things to use, and that really can mix up your playstyle, but then again, it may cause you to not remember them, if that makes sense, because I always forget Terry has a Spot Dodge move, so sometimes it's good but also bad, but that just may be me. Sonic and Mega Man, we don't really have any good Sonic player aside from Ken, but Sonic is just, you know, annoying. He's always annoying, you know, it's Sonic, what do you expect? But Mega Man, Kameme playing Mega Man is very good, and he has very good campy character, and he has good kill power, surprisingly, with up tilt, and I'd say back air is actually pretty good at killing. So he can do good things, it's just harder, if that makes sense. Cloud may be a surprise up here, but that's only because I think he has potential. I'm not saying he's going to be top 5, top 10 like in Smash 4, no. He'll probably be up to top 20, like where Wario, Roy, and Mario are. That's probably the highest I think Cloud will ever get in this game, and that's a good thing, because we don't want another Smash 4 Cloud. But obviously, Zero, again, he has been playing Cloud a lot in tournaments, and that makes him, that doesn't make him good because of representation, it just makes him good because a lot more people are seeing how he can be good with, like, Limit is very good. Blade Beam, I actually think is a pretty good move for spacing. Although it is pretty punishable, it still is a very good move. I think after Cloud is basically all the characters you think of when you think of a good Smash Ultimate character. Basically, I wouldn't say any of these characters are interchangeable, but probably any character from Greninja up to Lucina could be changed in any way you think. That's why I think Zero Suit and Mario are sort of lower, because I have seen tier lists where they're both top 10, but in my opinion they're not that good, but we'll continue. Greninja. I really thought Greninja had potential in Smash 4 with Ice Studying, because he was saucing on people at the beginning of the game, but then he just kind of fell off. So I was kind of surprised to see that, and then in Smash Ultimate, I wasn't really expecting Greninja to do anything, and then out of nowhere, Greninja just popped up and just started destroying everyone. Like Lei playing Greninja, he's been doing very well, and he has good kill power. He's got very good combos too. Duck Hunt, Olimar, and Chrom, they are characters that weren't really at the beginning, or good at the beginning of the tier list, or at the beginning of the game when the game first came out. Chrom was, but then he fell off very fast with his up B and finding out that Roy's way better than him. Olimar, you know, Olimar's kind of busted regardless of any game. He's always good. Pikmin are just terrible to deal with. And then Duck Hunt, he has his can, the Frisbee, the Wild Gunman. They're all very good at camping, and Duck Hunt somehow has good kill power. Like, you wouldn't expect, but he does. Wolf, Pac-Man, and Rob. Wolf, there's a lot of controversy to see if Wolf is better than Fox or if it's the other way around. I definitely think Wolf is way worse. That's a bad way of putting it. Fox is way better. Wolf can do good things, but it's weird because I think where Wolf fails is recovery. Side B is good, but it's kind of situational because you also might hop onto the stage, and then your opponent can easily punish you because it has a lot of end lag. But in any case, it's still pretty bad. Up B sucks, in my opinion. It's just bad. It's hard to explain how up B is bad, but it's just very short, and it can kill, but there's not really much else for it. There's not much else going for it. He does have good kill power and good combos though, of course. Pac-Man and Rob, they're kind of in the same boat. Retro characters that people hate. Hey, I know another character like that, and that guy too. they both have good combos and good stalling mechanics like Rob's Gyro and Pac-Man Fruit and Fire Hydrant too. It's very easy to, like I just said, camp with them, but it's also easy to combo with them and kill with them. Somehow it's good to kill with Pac-Man. Back air is good. I think down air could be really good off stage since it's a multi-hit and it sometimes sends the other way to the blast zone. So that's pretty good too. Zero Suit, the meme with Mars. Zero Suit sucks, but I do think Zero Suit's top 15. You know, she is alright, but she can kill. She really can. But she doesn't really have a lot of other things. Down B, of course, is very good, but in some ways, she isn't the greatest. Side B does have good kill power. I don't think a lot of people really acknowledge that, but it can do good things, so, you know, there's always that. Mr. Game & Watch, with Meister playing him, everyone says to nerf him. I think he's fine as he is, really. Just like, maybe delay neutral B a little bit, make down smash a little bit weaker, you know. He's really not that bad. But with up B, forward air, I wish he had his old forward air. That probably would make him a lot worse because the new forward air actually kills fairly well. So he can still be a very good threat. With Mario, Roy, and Wario, they can easily be in top 10 if they wanted to. There's good players playing all three of these characters. Mario's got Anti, Roy's got Cola, and Wario has Blue Tony and Tweak. So, I mean, they can do good things. I just don't think they're ready yet. I mean, each of these characters in the top 10, they've had their spotlight, and now they're kind of sort of going down. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but I still think they have potential to be top 10. A lot of people consider Wario top 5. I don't really think so. Waft is good, but really, I do think Inkling and Wario could be interchangeable. Now we're moving on to top 10. Inkling is pretty good. She was considered a very good character, even still top 5 to this day, but she's really fallen off track considering Cosmos isn't playing her nearly as much and kind of going for Corrin. I still don't understand that, but, you know, it's whatever. But Inkling still does have very good stalling tools like Neutral B. Neutral B isn't used very much, but Down B can be helpful. I do think the ink goes down very fast, like more than it should, but that could make her much better if the ink was, if every move was took a little bit less ink, so she can still be very good. Pokemon Trainer, fun fact, he's actually the most represented character on the PGR, the current PGR with 4 players. But even nowadays, Tweak isn't playing Pokemon Trainer, Wishes isn't really playing the game at all. The only real Pokemon Trainer left is Pandarian, but he's just, I'm not gonna say he's bad, but like, he's just not really showing up as much to the online tournaments, at least I don't think so. But Pokemon Trainer still has good sauce. Like, it's hard to counter Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard all at once, and it's smart to pick. You have a lot of counters, considering you have 3 characters to choose with, and it's easy to think, like, if I'm fighting, say, maybe Ike, I wouldn't want to use Squirtle, I'd probably want to use Charizard because he'll be able to run up fast and still kill, because Ike is a little bit heavier, you know? Snake, Fox, and Lucina. These characters were considered top 5 at the beginning of the game, but now have fallen off a little bit, but they're still fairly good. Snake, MVD, he's been doing alright, he's not on the PGR, and we don't know Ally, but yeah, aside from those two, Snake hasn't really been getting very good representation. There is still Scat, he's been doing good with him, and I still do think Snake is top 10. You know, he's very good at camping with the grenades, the C4, the Nikita. He's good. He has good kill power, forward air. All his aerials really are good, and of course C4 actually does have a lot of good kill power. Fox is the best spacey. There's no doubt in my mind that Fox is the best spacey. He still has good kill power. He still has good combos. He's fast. He is light, but that it doesn't really matter for him, and Light has shown what to do with him. Lucina, there isn't really any big Lucina player, at least not on the top of my head, but Lucina is still good. she's way better than Marth because of Lucina is way good on her whole sword, but Marth is still more powerful with Dipper, but it's so much harder to hit with Dipper that it just makes Marth awful. Shulk, okay, top 5. Shulk, I know it's weird to see Shulk, but Monado Arts, in my opinion, is the best move in the game. Switching between, you want to jump higher, you want to be faster, you want to never die, ever, you want to do a ton of damage, and you also want to just kill. I mean, really, you can give any other moveset to Shulk, but keep Monado Arts, and he's still top 5. Buster, and then down smash, that's like 40% even uncharged, and then smash, that kills like even medium weight characters at like 20 off the leg. So he is just insane with Monado Arts, but without Monado Arts, he's just honestly kind of bad, kind of average. And then these last 4 characters are just, they're average, you know, you see them everywhere in their top 5. Maybe not Palutena, but I still think she's good. Peach, Samsara has been killing it with Peach. She has, I really think the vegetables, turnips, they're good, but I really don't know how good, considering it is sort of an RNG type thing, and all her turnips are pretty average aside from the Stitch face, I'd say. And then of course you have the Mr. Saturn and the Bomb that you can get. Those are very rare. But she still has very good combo potential and good kill power. Her aerials are pretty good at killing. Forward air is strong. Forward air. Back air is still pretty good. Side B can work pretty good. A lot of people don't really use Toad's counter that much, but it's still pretty good. And then top 3, Joker, Pikachu, and Palutena. Palutena, in the sort of official 7.0 tier list made by 35 of the 50 top PGR players, Palutena is considered the best character in the game, but only a little bit. She's like 99.76, and then Joker's like a few under. But Palutena is still like, she's your average top tier, you know? She has good kill power, she has good combo material, Nair is just Nair, Up Air is just Nair but with good kill power, and Nair is still good at killing, but Up Air is even better. And then Back Air is good, Dash Attack's invincible, you know, she's got very good stuff, Auto Reticle, Explosive Flame. Her teleport's not that good, but especially now considering her counter and reflect are matched to the same move, and now she has Explosive Flame, makes her super good. Pikachu busted. Sam has been killing it with Pikachu. You know, a lot of people have been killing it with these top tiers. I mean, they wouldn't be here if people weren't killing it with them. But Pikachu, of course, Pikachu is definitely a contender for the best character in Smash Bros. Overall. I still do think it might be Fox, but Pikachu is definitely a close second. Up B goes super far. Thunder spikes now. I don't know why Thunder would spike, but hey, Thunder spikes. He has Nair, Up Air, Down Air, Forward Air, Back Air, all his aerials, good combo food. And his throws are good too, you know, he's just, yeah. And of course, the best character in the game is Joker. There's no doubt about it. MKLeo, not because he plays Joker and he wins. That's not why. He could play Ice Climbers, and I wouldn't think Ice Climbers would be the best character in the game. He even plays Violet regularly, and Violet is still garbage. But Joker, you know, I do think Joker gets carried by Arsene. If Joker didn't have Arsene, he wouldn't be top 5. He'd be top 10, but definitely not top 5. He can still do a lot of stuff. Dash attack, I think, is really good. Forward air can, even without Arsene, it kills. Very good. Back air, same thing. Up air, if you do a drag down up air to like up smash or something, they'll work very well. It's very easy to do that. There's not a lot of characters who have that. Maybe Sheik, and like I said, Sheik still has potential, but Joker is definitely the Sheik that Sheik never was in this game. And then of course Arsene will kill basically with any move at like 70 for any character, and that's just the most insane thing. As soon as I finished, I realized that it was not correct. Like top 20 only has up to 10 characters in that tier, so I mean, I had to reorganize it just a little bit, but it's same placements, just a little rearranged. But I know I'm not a top player. I don't know if you want to trust me on my opinions on this tier list, but I still wanted to get it out there, so I hope you all enjoyed. This is the second channel, so if you did like this video, go subscribe to the main channel, and this one if you want to. There's no real reason why not to, if you're gonna subscribe to the main channel, of course. And I guess I'll just see you guys in another video.